Alright, we need to talk. Because every creator right now is out here guessing, scrambling, reaching, throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping it sticks. And none of them actually know a damn thing. They're pumping out thumbnails like, new map confirmed. Oh my god, finally. Stop. Enough. It's embarrassing at this point. This video is going to be different. I'm not here to babysit EW's marketing. I'm not here to recycle the same blind guesses for clicks. We're going to break this down properly, honestly, with facts, with psychology, with patterns from the last surveys. So before I tear this teaser apart, let's roll it. Yeah, I know, everyone's seen that trailer already, but let's get real here. Before we talk about the fog, the castles, and the stags, we need to talk about why this teaser exists right now. EW doesn't just wake up and randomly drop trailers. They move when the numbers tell them to. That last survey, that wasn't just feedback. That was, what will keep you from quitting? What actually frustrates you? What makes you log off and not come back? You don't ask those questions unless you're seeing the drop off. Players bored, players burn out. So what do? They don't drop one teaser, they drop two. A trophy manager sorting system that we've been asking for 7 years, and a new map teaser. That's not generosity. That's not, they love us so much. That's damage control, people. They showed the trophy manager first because it's the easy win, a basic feature that every game should have day one. But in this game, it feels like a miracle because we've been conditioned to expect nothing. So they don't give us that good news right before dropping a safe, recycled, low-risk map. That's psychology. Here's something you'll like so you don't scream too loud. When we show you the map we actually chose instead of what we've been asking for. You know, I've played this game for thousands of hours, literally thousands, and somehow, let me say that again, somehow EW still manages to disappoint me. Not with innovation, not with creativity, not with a map people actually beg for. No, they surprise me the same way you'd be surprised if your dog suddenly stood up on two legs, lit a cigarette, and asked you to explain tax returns. So yeah, not in a good way. Not in a, wow, that's impressive kind of way. In a, where did I go wrong in life to arrive here kind of way. It's awkward. It's disappointing. And it absolutely should not be happening this often. So here we are. EW drops a teaser trailer. And once again, they've gone and done it. They've given us something almost exciting until you actually look at it. Because the second I paused those screenshots, my first thought wasn't hype. It wasn't excitement. It wasn't even curiosity. It was, oh, they're really doing this? And after digging into the clues, the terrain, the lighting, the silhouette, the tower, yeah, nobody asked for this map, Chief. But let's start with the terrain shots. Foggy woods, rolling hills, wet ground, moody skies. It looks good. I'll give him that. But you know what else it looks like? Hirschfeld, Quattro Colinas, Revontuli, Salzwiesen Park. And honestly, a solid chunk of that European hunting style we already have in his game. It's just different makeup. Same DNA, same backbone. They just rearranged the parts. Then we get the poetic line. Your next hunt burrows between the misty highs and the lows. Misty? Okay, that's Northern Europe all day. Scotland, Ireland, Wales. Highs and lows. That's literally Scotland's whole brand. the highlands and the lowlands. Burrows, that means rabbits, hares, badgers, fox dens. Add all that together, and we have a pretty obvious region. But before we jump into tearing it apart, let's do what other creators aren't doing, and actually walk through the map guesses first. Let's be fair for a second. There are 3 main contenders this trailer could hint at: Wales, Ireland, and Scotland. And coming in at 3rd place would be Wales. Fog, check. Forest, check. Castles, definitely. But the overall feel of the terrain, and especially that tower silhouette, doesn't scream Welsh fortification. So Wales, possible, but weak. And at number 2 would be Ireland. Ireland fits the mist, the hills, the wetlands, the gloomy vibes. And Burrow line up with rabbit, hares, and badgers. Plenty of small game. But again, that castle shape. 2 square, 2 tower house. Not quite the typical Irish style they love to show off. So Ireland gets 2nd place. Stronger than Wales, still not quite right though. And in 1st place would be Scotland. And now we hit the obvious winner. Misty highs and lows, that's literal. Highlands and lowlands. Foggy hills, dark woods, rocky water edges that look like locks, a stag silhouette that looks exactly like a Scottish red deer, and that big square tower. That's a Scottish tower house written in neon. So yeah, this map is Scotland. And now that we've actually walked through the logic, now we can be honest. It's predictable. It's safe. Yeah, it's pretty. It's safe again. And it's boring as hell. Now let's talk animals. And this is where my disappointment starts hitting cardio levels. Because I'm expecting 75 to 80% recycled animals. Repeat species, redesigned models, recolored furs, renamed subspecies, slight weight tweaks. It's lazy. Understandable from a workload standpoint, sure. But as a player, as someone who actually gives a damn, it's frustrating as hell. EW's last few map releases averaged 14 to 18 species. Sounds great on paper, until you realize only 4 to 6 of these animals will actually be new. Because let's be honest, we already know the likely roster. Red deer, roe deer, fallow deer, sika deer, boar, goats, geese, mallards, teal, widgeon, pheasants, mountain hares. The new ones would be badgers, red squirrels, pink-footed geese, maybe woodcocks and snipes. Woo freaking who. My excitement is absolutely overflowing right now. This is the same lineup we've been shooting since my Xbox was wheezing like it huffed exhaust from a four-wheeler. And now, since I know they're going to add it into the game, red freaking squirrels. Every time someone requests these, I feel an aneurysm forming from listening to this dumb Oh, please add squirrels, tee. No, stop, log out, and go touch grass. Who wants to chase a creature the size of a warmed up gummy bear through brush thicker than my disappointment? And don't even get me started on the lodge display. Oh boy, I can't wait to mount my tiny squirrel. Bruh, this isn't a taxidermy gift shop in Wisconsin. EW adding red squirrels would be like adding a new spoon to your kitchen drawer and calling it a remodel. Before I continue, real quick, I want your take. Jump into the comments and tell me the first thing you thought when you saw this teaser. Don't sugarcoat it, because you know I'm not going to. And I honestly like to hear your feedback. But let's continue. Now that we dealt with the fur beyond crack, driven hunts, wild boar drives. They didn't show up once, they show up in 2 different surveys. You don't ask the same questions twice unless you already decided internally, and you're just checking if the community will tolerate it. So yeah, this teaser, this timing, the trophy manager, the map, none of it's random. But let's talk about the boar drives, because like I said earlier, they already asked about driven hunts twice in surveys. This is coming. It fits the region, it's culturally accurate, it's traditional, sure, but as a gameplay mechanic, hell to the no. Shooting moving animals in this game already feels like trying to throw darts on a trampoline during an earthquake. Hitboxes inconsistent, held together with duct tape and hope. Aiming floaty and greasy, like my analog stick's been dipped in motor oil. In my hunter's lung capacity, bro breathes like he just ran a marathon because he stepped over a stick. Now add NPCs yelling, animals charging, Driven hunts following boars towards you? That's a breeding ground for new bugs, new crashes, and AI having a full mental breakdown on screen. And while we're stacking L's, I'm calling this early. We're getting either a Scottish Terrier or a Beagle. Another cute but broken dog. Runs in circles, gets stuck on flat ground, forgets what a blood trail is, barks at rocks, bugs out every time you actually need it. Oh, I can't wait. So excited to not waste my money on that crap again. On a scale 1 through 10, this map is going to be a 2. And the only reason it's not a 1 is because I actually do love this game, even when it disappoints me. Like a kid proudly handing you a report card full of F's and a smile. And you already know what's coming. Every big creator is about to praise this map like it cured their back pain. This looks amazing. This is exactly what the game needed. This is so refreshing. Stop. Be honest for once. This map is safe. It's easy, predictable, recycled, and boring. And to the players begging for squirrels, snakes, seagulls, and every other sideshow animal, why? Genuinely, why? This is a hunting game, not a Pokemon expansion pack. You know what would have actually been hype? A real African map. Not the PlayStation 1 remastered we have now. A modern, beautiful, animal-rich location with new species. And since EW clearly doesn't want to be bold, now before I completely blow a gasket into Meltdown, let me give you a little preview of what I think is coming next. Because if you stick around this long, you deserve to know what EW's actually cooking. Falconry on a Mongolian map. Falconry is coming, period. Birds of prey question, companion extension hints, new hunt styles, survey lines. Put it together. We're probably getting a Mongolian map with golden eagles, and possibly a great one Marco Polo sheep. And when that happens, remember where you heard it first. Then, the surveys also probed primitive weapons several times, and traditional hunting methods. That's not random language, people. That's spear hunting talk. So whenever EW finally drops either a South American map or a real African expansion, there's a very real chance we're getting spear hunting with native style content bundled right alongside it. So yeah, EW has cards in their hand. They're just not playing the right ones right now. And this is where I lose it. Because we could have all of that. We could have innovation, new mechanics, new species, new maps, new ideas. Instead, we get Wish.com Hirschfelden with a castle. EW, listen up. Stop giving us remodels like they're groundbreaking events. Red Deer remodel? Really? That should have been done years ago. It's not front page news. It's catching up. Fix the game. Fix consoles. Fix bugs. Fix crashes. Fix dog AI. Fix modders. Fix Trophy Lodge audio bugs. Fix multiplayer disconnects. Fix the balancing. And fix the UI. Do your job. Because if they keep pushing mid-content, this game is going to go the same way the Angler did, and it's going to be forgotten. And speaking of bare minimum, let's circle back to that trophy manager. People are losing their minds over a sorting system. A basic elementary feature every other game had from day one. It should not take 7 years to add something that basic. We've been conditioned to celebrate crumbs like a feast. This game has insane potential, but between the surveys, the safe map choices, and the weak features, it's starting to show what their real priority is. Keep us waiting, get us spending, and give us things we didn't even ask for. Like I said, I love this game, but their true colors are showing lately. Look, I really do love this game, but I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to pretend recycled animals equal innovation. I'm not going to clap like a trained seal for the same content repackaged for the 4th time. Here's my message to EW. Do better. Aim higher. Be bold. Because there's a reason I fell in love with this game, and the direction it's headed now is slowly killing that. You can fix this. or you can watch your community move on. It doesn't matter how pretty the fog is if everything behind it is the same old copy-paste formula. So stay tuned, I've got a full species breakdown coming. Also 3 maps and animal lists on the direction EW should have done, all while deep diving every possible animal on this new Scotland map. I'm done sugarcoating it, people. Let's get real. And if you enjoyed the honesty, drop a like, subscribe, and join me as we keep this game accountable. This is the Skipper. Peace.